Hey Pumas, Mr. LaPointe here back with another home workout video. Today we're going to be doing a core exercise workout. We'll be going through the circuit once through the video. You can do it as many times as you'd like. You can change the amount of sets and amount of reps that you do with each activity to suit your needs. Maybe it's too easy, so you can bump up the sets. Maybe it's a little too hard. You can tone it back a little bit. The main reason that you want to be working your ab muscles is because it is the foundational piece to working the rest of your body. If you don't have a strong core, strong ab muscles, you won't be able to do proper things such as simple as walking. So the first exercise in this core workout video is the basic plank. Now you can either go from your elbows or you can go from your hands. I prefer to go from my elbows, because it doesn't put any strain on my wrists, and you get a little more benefit out of it rather than being up high, just because being more horizontal is a little more effective than being at a more vertical angle. When we're doing the plank, we want to make sure that our back is flat and our legs are straight, but we also want to make sure that our core is engaged. That's the whole point, because if we're just leaving it out there, it doesn't really do as much as if we are doing it properly. So when we're getting into our core position, notice how flat my back is and my legs are out. And from there, I want to keep my core engaged, kind of like sucking my stomach up towards my back. And to make it extra difficult, I actually pull my arms in back this way. So I want you to do this exercise for a minute. The second exercise of this workout is the side plank. Now it is just like a regular plank, except we are laying on our side with only one arm down. Instead of working the main muscles here, the six-pack abs that we're trying to get, we are going to be working our obliques just a little bit more. And it's going to look a little bit like this. You're going to have one foot on top of the other, and your elbow straight up, your elbow straight below your shoulder, and from there, your other hand can go wherever you'd like. I like to put it on my side and just make sure I am up like this. So you're going to do this on both sides for 30 seconds. Once again, on the other side. The third exercise of this workout circuit is the bicycle crunch. Now what we're going to do, we're going to lay on our backs and we are going to have our feet together and we're going to bring them up, bring our feet up off the ground. And what our goal is we are going to try to be touching our elbows to our opposite knee while keeping our hands behind our head. All right, so it's going to look something like this. I want you to do as many as you can in 30 seconds. This next exercise is called the core crusher. Now we're going to be laying on our back just like we were in the bicycle crunches, and we're going to have our feet pointed straight up almost as high as we can. And what we are going to do is we're going to have our hands straight up as well, and we're going to try to touch our toes. So it's going to look something like this. Try to do that as many times as you can in 30 seconds. This next exercise in the circuit is called a commando. Now, when we are doing these, we have to focus on two things. The first one is to make sure we are alternating our arms. The second one is to make sure that our body is doing our best to stay perfectly flat. We don't want to be shifting back and forth. In this exercise, the best way to explain it is basically we are going to alternate from low plank up to high plank. It's going to look something like this. You can start either high or low. Remember, try to keep that flat line. And from there, we want to go down and up. And then down and up. All right. I want you to do that 6 times on either arm. So 12 total commandos. dropping down with your left 6 times, going up with your left 6 times, and same thing on the right side. The next exercise, the final exercise of this workout, is called the prone cobra. And what we're going to do, we're going to be laying on our stomachs, and our arms are going to be out at our sides, our legs are going to be together. And what the objective is to basically have the least amount of your body touching the ground. And what it's going to look like is we're going to be here, arms at our side, and we are going to come up with both our legs and our upper body and hold it for a couple seconds, then come back down. And I want you to do that 10 times, and that's the end of the workout.